Parents, if you see your child getting all dressed up, headed to see the newest Minions movie, advise them to change immediately, okay? Today I learned there are some theaters, they're banning people in formal attire. What?
Damn kids. They're struggling with revenue. A popular film that people are paying to see.
We cannot tolerate white males enjoying themselves on this premises.
Pull the film because all they got out of it was mass refunds and prop damage.
Quick rundown.
Minions cause white teenagers to act like black people.
What causes black people to act like white teenagers?
When the new Invade 2 game drops every year, they take it as seriously as white kids take Minecraft and Fortnite.
Annie.
And I above 100.
Invading games. Something activates on their brains. Like some kind of temporal overclock that let them act like regular human beings.
Teenagers and adults in suits are showing up to watch the new Minions movie. That's it. That's all they're doing. But apparently groups of well-dressed men doing an activity together is somehow now abhorrent.
I'm sure some of them are acting disruptive for the media to even catch on to something like this.
No. It's people nervous that white men are moving in organized numbers and they don't know why.
All I saw was Zoomers do pools closed in real life.
Some high school kids made a TikTok vid where they went to a screening of Minions wearing suits. For some reason it became a trend and people were trying to find ways to one-up the original TikTok. Now Zoomers are going to screenings and making a mess of the theater and howling like black folks during the film.
Sid Meier needs to add black cultural victory scenario to America's civilization.
Zoomers are going to Minions in suits for a meme. Lippards are freaking out cause it's boys having stupid fun.
This image is a bit hypocritical coming from Fortune, isn't it? 97% of the people on this website have no personality beyond permanently a lion edgelord that never evolved past teenage contrarianism. Cucks Josie the delayed cope et.
You do realize that every "no you" response, no matter how well worded, still makes it look like you got mad and now want to lash out against the very place you are currently. Any reply like, "Well, I don't come here often," or "I just shitpost because I hate you," is even more pathetic and sad. Get help.
Gen X and millennials lock their kids in their rooms for 2 years to stop grandma from getting the flu. They finally get out and act up a little bit while having fun with their friends. This is just the start of a major wave of Zoomer mental illness. These kids spent 2 formative years browsing TikTok at home. Soon enough we will have TikTok meme suicide cults.
We already have that. It's called LGBT.
I've literally seen video of a group of these Zoomers all clustered together in front of the movie theater, dancing and chanting in a huddle. Complete disruption. I've seen another video of them kicking their feet up on the chairs in front of them and hollering and clapping over the movie. I've seen another video where someone was complaining because the Zoomer threw bananas at the screen, causing damage. And apparently, you can't really repair these kinds of screens. They have to get all new screens, which you can imagine is expensive as hell. It's not just men, it's women too. The trend is 99 white kids acting like animals, and then it's on TV or trying to run damage control. Because new, not my heckin' whiter eyes.
Post BDs then. Oh, I am lost in, you see? In a fire. I can't prove it how.
Sure, stick around. I'll go fetch it. It might take me a while, but I'll get it.
Why are you so afraid of white kids in suits?
It's not just the Minion men, but the Minion woman and the Minion children too.
Zoomers act like unruly riggers and ruin the movie for families! Unbased! Based! Based!
Ruin a fucking Minions movie.
Get home from work! Wives and kids want to go out! See what's playing at the theater! Minions! Might be a good one! Get there! Why are all these kids wearing Walmart prom suits? Whatever! Must be a bad movie starts! Can't hear anything because those flag of kids are shouting at their phones and throwing garbage at the screen.
Getting mad because something different happened in your Teddy's life once while watching a boring-ass kid movie.
A bunch of retarded kids chimping out for views on a Chinese botnet social network isn't the life-changing experience you think it is. Hey,
I count money. I count money. I count money.
Don't tease me, bro.
Minions Rise of Gru, and they threatened to kick us out.
It's like a bridge.
The employees paused the movie and came in and threatened to kick everyone out if they didn't behave themselves.
Canceling this show and kicking you all out without a refund. If you all want to sit down and behave, feel free to enjoy the show.
Sorry.
You are so jacked.
Then they actually did. People were throwing bananas.
Wait.
Let's get out of here.
Gru, what are we going to do now?
Throw it.
The issues, though, they're yelling during the movie and throwing things at the screen. Ushers have had to stop the film in some cities to kick the teens out.
Every video has at least a few women in attendance. Found the problem.
One banana thrown in one theater. I'll help. We're under attack by tourists. This is literally 9/11 all over again. Run for your lives, children.
On a scale of 1 to 6th of January, how bad is this?
9/11.
This is the video of them dancing in front of the theater. Women, another group getting kicked out. Not in suits, every MC employee. Seething wagey with no proof. Banana throw. Genuinely funny guy making a big deal of bananas getting thrown. Had to put this guy on mute because I didn't like the look of his attitude.
Everyone enjoying themselves. Theater wages start bitching and threatening their customers. Only then do they start throwing bananas. I'm with the Zoomers on this one. Banana.
Fucking kid, what a bunch of dorks. The funniest part is all the zooms on TV trying to claim that this is somehow a win for white people. These flaggots ruin every movie with their cheering and clapping and shit like they're at a basketball game. If you've ever gone to see a cape-a-shit movie or anything else with a bunch of teenage Redditors and TikTok flaggots lately, you what I mean. You can't see anything on opening weekend anymore thanks to these stupid riggers.
These people are literal national heroes, and this joy is infectious and promise is amazing for reaching benefits. Zoomers are our salvation! Delete this!
It is the hell you want to die on, brother. People having fun watching Minions.
Not him, but those are the kids who grew up watching Minions. Now they're annoying little shits who ruin everyone else's experience. You go saying they're just having fun. But what about all the people who are there to genuinely see the film and not partake in their little game? Where do they get to comfortably watch it?
It's not just Minions either. These flaggots do the same thing at the opening weekend of any popular movie like Avengers or Godzilla now. If you paid $15 for an MX ticket, you're so because of these childish Zoomer retards who can't even sit through a 90-minute movie without drawing attention to themselves or trying to make it a social event.
Watching Kappa shit! Paying for Kappa shit! You get what you fucking deserve!
Old flaggots on TV trying to ruin the fun of young people. You're acting like riggers. Sit down and watch the Minions movie unironically. When did this place become so alien to fun?
Loic boomers have invaded. They are too stupid to realize that Minions is soulless drivel that needs to be destroyed because they still cling to mud 1950s family values. Hollywood killed your family values, and now the Zoomer golem is turning on them. Sit back and enjoy the show, dumbasses.
Going into some viral marketing shit and spending money on Hollywood garbage is turning on them. No.
How is buying tickets and creating a ton of good publicity supposed to kill the Minions? If anything, more people are gonna go to see it to be part of the meme. And a portion of the people who got kicked out will buy another ticket to see the whole movie in peace.
No, I can't believe I played such a joke on myself. That $15 movie ticket and a few hours of my life spent on the Minions movie and having a fun time out with my friends being goofballs. How wasteful. What a weird thing to be condescending about.
Watching a movie made for literal 4-year-olds because of a TikTok fad is how you and your friends choose to have fun.
Not me and my friends personally. I only heard about this trend from this thread. But who cares if it's a movie for little kids? When I was in high school, my friends and I would get together and watch Kalo. We had a blast. You should try having friends. It's pretty fun. You can make a good time out of just about anything.
No one would even be aware of this if you flaggots didn't post it on social media and make threads about it yourselves. Are you and your friends not capable of having fun somewhere else? Is Minions really that entertaining to you? But who cares if it's a movie for little kids? Yeah, I dunno, maybe actual little kids who are the target audience for the movie. People who ruin outings for kids with their parents are flaggots.
You don't even know why it makes you mad.
Keck, the only people who are mad in this thread are the Zoomers like you who get super defensive whenever anyone points out that this is just another cringeworthy social media fad for normal fags.
They could just throw the troublemakers out. Better to just prevent them from entering the cinema in the first place. If it gets to the point where a group of flaggots has to have the police throw them out of the movie, then it's already ruined for everyone else anyway. If you Zoomers really want to see Minions with your friends, you can wear regular clothes and sit quietly. If the wages see a bunch of teenagers show up wearing costumes, then they know it's part of some dumb internet.
Yeah, man, you know what? We should just have cops station out everyone's house, and whenever they try to do anything but be miserable all day, they just beat the fuck out of them and put them in a cage forever. You're right, make the whole world a big prison.
No, you don't understand. We need to go see this kiddie movie and act more annoying and immature than the actual breast jewelers who are there, or else we can't have fun.
No. These teenagers are dressing up in suits and acting like teenagers while ironically seeing a kid's movie. How dare they have fun?
Acting like teenagers? You mean being rowdy and disruptive? Are you not capable of sitting still for an hour and a half to watch a movie in silence? Previous generations of teenagers didn't act like this. Ironically seeing a kid's movie. Here you ironically watch a movie. Just admit that you want to watch Minions. And stop being insecure about it. Nobody cares if you want to see a movie that is part of something you liked as a kid. Millennials don't pretend like we ironically went to see the SpongeBob movies or Pokemon movies. If you want to see a kid's movie, just go watch it like a normal person. And let the actual kids who are there with their parents enjoy it. It's called keeping it real. Only someone embarrassed to be seen at a kid's movie would pretend like he's only watching it ironically as a joke.
Guess what, dipshit? Teenagers have always acted rowdy and disruptive. If anything, we should be glad that they're just making gay little TikTok memes instead of getting into hard drugs.
Teenagers have always acted rowdy and disruptive. Not during movies we paid money to see. Low you fags really can't sit still and watch a movie. And you are embarrassing. If anything, we should be glad that they're just making gay little TikTok memes instead of getting into hard drugs. So their only options are acting like flaggots or smoking crack. Wait, so it'd be out with people lighting shit on fire inside of a movie theater. Or UNN.
Previous generations of teenagers didn't act like this. Get shown a pic of rowdy teenagers from the 90s. Wait, so you'd be out with people lighting shit on fire inside of a movie theater. Are you Indian? Alright man, have a nice night. Hope you piss and shit your bed.
If I take what you said out of context, I went dumbass every knows that teenagers like to act silly and rowdy. It becomes a problem when you interrupt a movie other people paid to see with your gay little TikTok fad. That's what this entire thread is about. And now you're trying to deflect and claim that disrupting movies is normal teenage behavior because our teenagers in the 90s had outdoor parties and lit stuff on fire.
20-year-old Zoomer hair! If you are getting worked up by this and acting like it's some great injustice to society, you're an old flaggot that needs their brains blown out! It's goes lock for the masses, and my fellow white Zoomers are having fun at its expense! Really fascinating watching you fakes pull the think of the children act with this! As if they should be watching this shit made by literal pedophilic satanist hordes in the first place! Too long did rant! Kill yourself, ran by!
And yet your fellow Zoomers are the ones paying for it.
No, you don't understand. We need to watch Minions in order to save the white race and defeat the Jews.
I love how they're bitching about this, but when there were rights over Black Panther's silence.
This made boomers shit their pants laughing. This wouldn't even get you a 20 views video essay made about you if it was done today.
Black guys cheer and clap before and after Black Panther. Way they're turning the Kinoplex into a zoo. White guys cause actual disruption and damage. Pneumo whiteriness can do no wrong, and it doesn't count because reasons. This is kind of pathetic of you guys.
Every movie theater experience should be like the one at the start. It's great.
Did anyone actually say any of this, or was it just the racist voices in your head again?
Whoa! How new are you? Just arrived last week.
This is just them being a bunch of retards. They're all nostalgic for the Minions, because it was a core part of the childhood. However, a lot of them feel like they've outgrown it now, and they're embarrassed that they ever liked something so green. So as a way to partake in their nostalgia, while simultaneously not feel like a dork about it, they watch it ironically, making a mockery of the feeling with their suits and bandanas. It's all some very bizarre coming-of-age ritual, whether they are conscious of this fact or not. But while they're having their coming-of-age moment, they're being a bother to everyone else who genuinely, in the first video, the girl is crying because she actually wanted to see the film. And in the second video, a whole group got kicked out for no fault of their own. There are probably a bunch of you kids there too who are the part of the meme. This just having fun excuse is simply trying to justify their selfishness. They're not the only ones trying to have fun, but they are the only ones having fun at other people's expense.
Zoomers kill their childhood so the new generation can have their own instead of enshrining it into canon, forcing the next generations to play with their toys like the Flagot Boomer and Gen Parasite. Beast Zoomers.
No. It's a retarded Twitter brain way of looking at it. And this site is absolutely atrocious now.
You mean runny poopy pants like me? You're not the real fortune tellers, huh?
Whoa, I'm old and I forgot I did the same shit when I was a kid. Fuck off. Sick of this shit. You flagguts were the fucking party generation that got to go fuck on drugs and open their rock concerts and then come home and get a bullshit office job and a house for nothing. Now you're bitching some kids are having the slightest bit of fun because you're long past your prime.
You'll understand when you're older, and you think back on the stupid shit you did and cringe. Understanding their behavior is one thing, condoning it is another thing entirely.
I don't give a fuck, you old flaggot. You don't get to make kids spend the prime of their life moping around just because you're old and busted up and regret enjoying your youth.
Not him, but nobody was doing this shit back 15 or 20 years ago when you were still in diapers. Wearing costumes to movies was something only Star Wars neckbeards did, and everyone thought they were flagguts. Nobody was cheering and dancing like a third world bedard during any movie except for the stupidest hooter at Riggers. You flagguts are literally acting out a gag from a 2003 movie live.
Run, bitch, run! He gon' kill you!
I ain't lying. I'm sorry, y'all, but this is who I am. I'm just a rapper straight up.
I've seen things you minions wouldn't believe. Young adults wearing suits they found in thrift stores. I watched popcorn kernels glitter in midair, throwing from the center row. All those moments will be lost in time, like a banana against a screen. Time to rise of Gru.
Of course, they're grape sluzzers who never had fun gotta put Zoomers down when they go outside.
Actually, you flagguts had 2 years to go outside and act like petards when the schools were closed and the Kinoplex were practically empty and begging people to buy tickets. Now that things are returning to normal, you don't get to ruin things for everybody else like a bunch of selfish riggers. If you can't sit quietly and watch the movie in silence like everybody else, then you need to go to the special needs screening with all the other petards.
Everything was closed and the cops would literally beat the fuck out of you for stepping out your house, but whatever you wanna tell yourself.
We're not here in an actual first world country.
Thought Joker was going to be the problematic movie inside in this, but it turned out to be the fucking Minions.
Some teens threw popcorn on the ground or something. Absolutely heartbreaking. Jesus Christ, Brits truly are fakes.
So it turns out TikTok is somehow worse than Facebook and Twitter for the brain. Were parents okay with this?
Because the parents of Zoomers have always used iPads to babysit them since 2010 before TikTok even existed.
No, and all the shitskins and plebiters absolutely seething in this thread. Base tubers having a bit of banter.
If you think a movie for toddlers is worth bantering, it's your cringe.
Theater's closed.
Oh, I'm seeing in this thread are millennials seething the world doesn't care about them anymore. Too young to be targeted for social security and politics. Too old to be part of the cultural zeitgeist. They can only see the why they fall on in the infinite boat of irrelevancy, sipping on an imperial sap because real men drink stats, not IPAs.
Terrorizing little kids at a Minions movie means I'm relevant. Fortune shits on every single mormounthic social media fad. This is probably the first time I've ever seen so many retards come out of the woodwork to defend one of these gay attention-seeking stunts.
So we can confirm that Zoomer culture is now acting like retarded apps while watching Minions, cross-dressing its fuel, watching 30-year-old millennials play video games on Twitch,